LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate! Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to Scurvy Dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get Scurvy Dogs. Some places you go have
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have...
Yeah. Can we get a couple of Scurvy Dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money.
I know what a piece of...
Good for you. You can have a couple...
Please? Can't you spare something?
Listen up, you little moocher. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and...
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swab. That is really, really low. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do... I got the leg from the last...
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. That's where the outhouse key was.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Did you know?
It unlocks the outhouse.
Good, you unlocked it.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake.
A fake coin is almost as good as...
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. Ugh, what is this stuff? Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. Gross. Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah. I want to get I can stand on my head without using my hands.
Exhibit removed. Aww. Let's not go back there again.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
Smells like grog.
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there. We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there. I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any people.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy...
It looks like a piece of 8 if you don't see very well.
Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy?
Sure.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of it. Enough for a couple of
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. Yum! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. See you around the park.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Nuts! You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3.
Hey, cheater!
You have to wait.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win! What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be... You should put that on your...
Yuck! I don't think that.
What?
I want to feed the duck. Don't. I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find...
What do you think you do? Kids these have no regard.
And no respect.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my
And I've got the
blah 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 blah
blah blah blah blah
blah blah blah blah
blah blah blah blah
blah blah blah blah blah
blah blah blah blah blah blah blah blah blah.
blah 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 blah. I certainly hope you'll have better.
Hey,
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Excuse me.
yes?
Could we have some of your?
I don't think so.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our?
What do you mean?
Run along and find your.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win!
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both.
Well, anyway.
I wonder where this path goes. Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
I found a 4-leaf clover.
Awesome!
There was still one left. Darn.
At home, I've got a collection of old skirts.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Whoa! Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way. I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue. This place is fun.
Do you want a sword?
I've seen. Come back in a few.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold? They were used in combat. Shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to. They started making them bigger and bigger because then people noticed what happened when you missed. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little large. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested but the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning they're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself. I never thought I'd ever find one. I already found a. Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if. Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah,
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them.
and we were playing your adventures.
Big whoop! Oh,
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it.
you guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real.
Sure, but that's not what that's. kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret.
Is this,
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom.
yeah, I have to go, what?
Maybe I should go with them.
No. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to... Feels good to be back. The hub of pirating and where every good expedition. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood.
Well, you know, freebooting mostly. Swashing. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret.
Oh, you're saying...
What? LeChuck's heat? Is there widespread panic?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship...
Anyway, no. You know my history. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And did...
That's not... He's an evil zombie, a nefarious, a depraved, ruthless, and I'm...
They say opposites attract, but...
We've been enemies for my... Everywhere I go, there he is.
Funny. He said the same
That guy steals...
Are you sure it isn't the other way around?
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get what... I'm mounting my own voice.
Well, you'd better get cracking then.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew just as soon as I can get someone to back... I'm a little short on funds.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leader.
Exactly. That's why it'll be great to see those. We'll knock back a grog and hash out...
Scum bar. But long table in the...
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody.
Maybe your party invite got.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold...
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that.
Is it you I should talk to about finding...
An expedition.
I'm Guybrush Threep.
Probably.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like, I've got her on a trading card. Her plunders.
Plunder stats aren't ever...
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent.
Look, they weren't that great, okay?
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea.
I'm going to find the...
You're wasting.
The secret. I didn't think that.
It's a mystery.
The only mystery here.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance. I could make it work. The percentage of their earnings or...
No one in here wants to check.
Could you at least point...
You don't even have a
You're really.
Up a creek with a.
If you don't take this...
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck. He's here in Melee getting ready. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture...
Great.
Excellent.
Why waste money on an expedition when you can just
Have fun with your scary
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that... Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island. I like the old... Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
You wouldn't happen...
No, silly. I came on a charter.
I figured that, but I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew from... The new local leadership was less than some...
Why don't you ask around at the docks?
Thanks. How's your skirt?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social... I don't like her. She's the one who pushed...
She doesn't understand the value of...
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy...
I have to...
Oh, so do I. Bye.
Bye. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novel. This place has kind of gone downhill. Elaine would never have stood for. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Going out of business? This place... The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine. And she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Welcome to my shop.
Hi there. Handsome-looking parrot.
And also vicious. But
At the end of...
my mother's.
Are these for customers?
Hands off.
What's this lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch...
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
I'm Guybrush.
Pleased to meet you.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted...
Can you really make keys for...
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary.
It seems wrong that you can make a...
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key.
Aren't locked...
That's why you should never share the serial...
What happens if...
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, and if you lose the lock, chances are...
What's just...
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special... Only a pro would have a tool.
Can I
My magnifier? Not a chance. If you want to play locksmith...
I'm on a quest.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key.
That seems...
Maybe.
How would you like to...
Would I have to leave my...
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew...
Thanks. Try down at the docks. There's always...
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch... I've got a system.
Looks sort of like... I think it's a chandelier. Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last...
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet?
Not at all. You look different some...
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going...
That's... You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of... I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you...
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time.
I would be most... A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things.
Imagine that. What did they get you for?
I'm a victim of circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone while...
I noticed you...
It was nothing.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I picked them from the governor's garden.
Picking flowers from...
We used to be friends. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it.
Well, except the...
They're annuals. Guybrush, you gotta get me out. It's custard night. I don't...
I'll make it my number 3.
Thanks.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's... I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
It says jail rules. 1. Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought.
I was really...
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything, but my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it.
Could I get a ship from you?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got any. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off...
Could you refer...
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one.
Any tips on how to steal?
One word, get yourself on board a worthy vessel. Gain the confidence of the crew. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good... Naturally, it'll have to be store credit.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know.
What did you do?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a... Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's and you know what's in...
Blood and...
People. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be...
What exactly did...
I gave them what they want. Now, naturally, people don't always know. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent, and sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try. They use hurtful words like scam, but it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't...
Didn't you used to have a...
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners...
Is that a real...
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you... But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my... So thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115...
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time in all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my... If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me.
Sure thing. I'm going at...
The secret? But if you're looking for help, you're barking. Just remember, life has no guarantee.
Thanks. See you later.
Yep.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of... How clever. Expedition to Fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck.
Looking for a job?
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. You look like a guy without many options. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer.
Have you got it?
Well, I need a second mate. A bosun, do you think you're qualified?
I could be...
Do you honestly have any idea?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought...
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualification?
I can hold my breath for... Okay, maybe...
Don't waste my time.
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind...
Is that a...
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that.
You look a little...
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once.
I have a lot to...
Maybe...
The only requirement is that if you've got a mob, the job is... What's your name?
Guybrush 3.
Yeah. LeChuck gave me a black... In fact, you are the black... I'm afraid I can't hire you.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you're...
Yes, but then suddenly I thought I wanted a ship and a crew, Here was a ship and a crew. All I had to do was get on board,
Strike?
mutiny the crew, be a pilot.
Except they wouldn't hire you because.
Yeah, that was a problem. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock no parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. The pen is mightier than the sword. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve.
The International House of Mojo.
Welcome.
Nice to see.
I have been.
You mean?
Fate ordained that you would be here. Only you can manage to be late.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge.
Will it cost?
Pride. Free will. The way to the secret is like a serpent, which...
Serpent?
You must walk the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward,
it can tell me.
In a way.
What is it?
A book. Use it wisely.
Neat.
No charge.
Your sign says, or is this one of those not really going out of business?
There is a new dark mat. It has many There is little demand for my talent. And there are other factors. That it belongs to me will be of little...
Whoa, back up. Dark magic?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too...
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yet if the badger choose his own...
You like that metaphor a lot.
It has...
Can dark magic get me...
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my...
Dark magic is...
I don't suppose you...
I cannot guide you on matters of mops.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine...
She is always...
Do your answers ever...
There are no
Are you able to...
Your goals and the goal, but his intentions are darker.
Darker? What's that?
LeChuck must...
No argument. Is this the year when it's become almost a running gag between... But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it.
It is Corina.
Oh. Somehow it was more exciting before.
That is true of...
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends...
Got any other mystical advice? Stock tips or...
No. All my merchandise...
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Lane. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty. Keep up the good work, buddy. It's a creepy shrunken head with long... I didn't know these were...
They're not.
Not very practical. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. A crystal. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Green, half off. Blue, it's an unusual... Safe.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical.
What's this thing?
It's a fork with no apology. It's like a card.
I've never heard of that before.
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Hey, Wally.
Well, 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 look what the surf washed us.
Nice to see you again too, Wally.
I spent years in therapy getting over being...
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best maps.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the more.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island?
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then it is the only one in
You have a lot of maps?
We've got so many, you need...
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny. Looks like the shop...
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's me. I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle.
The town seems...
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, they say she brings a bad element to town. But that bad element spends So...
Do what's right?
I am. I'm too...
It's great to see.
Business has been booming with all these. Captain Madison has me on a... She pays extra for a bunch of...
I'll let you get back to...
That's not a...
Uh-huh. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Wally, can I have...
Absolutely.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the...
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. This must be Trout...
Actually, Miss...
Yep. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It's the first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one?
Good old mazes. I try to... Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's...
Hey, Wally, what's with the window lamp?
I use it to keep an eye...
Well, it's good to have a...
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail...
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey...
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brims...
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. Have him killed. Wait. Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear?
I've had enough of you, Quest. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do...
Very well.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. It seems to be stuck closed. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know.
Okay.
Once you have a key,
Welcome back.
Hiya. What is that? It's definitely...
It's a fishing lure.
Of course. I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun,
Is that from a famous locksmith?
my mother's band, they were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time.
What more can you tell me about the golden...
Not much. I was just.
That's an impressive mission.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of.
What's that key?
That's.
Hello again. It's really clean.
I simply don't allow filth to. Try somewhere a little less sanitary.
Who's the old lady in the window?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop. She was across from my old location.
Would she move?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I think I'll browse.
Try not to touch anything.
I see a peninsula trail.
It's southern Florida.
things. All key. No one ever works together. When they get close to finding it,
It's those three clowns at the back table.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live in...
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor.
Still in public service.
My place is clean. Our health certificate...
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying...
Oh, well, tell...
Do you know where I can buy...
Buy?
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool, not as clumsy or random as a an elegant tool for a... You cannot hope to succeed with the...
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant and a ready means of defense against...
build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. You are...
Not helpful, sir.
You must find a particular tree. Carve your handle from a lip. Any questions?
How do I find them?
I can't tell you exactly where it...
What kind of...
That is something you...
What about that?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but... Pretty much anything.
Are you sure? Yours?
No, you've got to make...
Okay. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the...
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take... But first... The atmosphere...
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new...
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit.
Hey. Those new pirate leaders seem like... Why do you even let them in the...
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me. Frankly, on the plus side, they have more disposable...
Did I mention I'm going to find...
No, I don't think you did. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal LeChuck's.
Bold.
Ooh, I think I hear the health...
What? Where?
Just kidding. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Well, it's...
Stay away from my mom.
Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all...
I was declared a his...
Yeah, the place does seem...
It's this new, younger generation. Oh, they're highfalutin. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging.
I'm gonna find the secret...
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmicks that only the gullible and naive...
Tell me about...
Oh, I'm so scared lost.
Then why don't you...
My grog-riddled body is few. I'm more button than man at the...
Oh, come on.
Beat it.
Nice talking to you.
Yay.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Oh.
I'm gonna find this.
Don't sound much...
I'm gonna find the secret.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find this. Are you sure I can't persuade...
Let's pretend I was...
I defeat several times.
Super ironic that sailing with him is the only way you're...
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British...
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end.
Just so you know, this...
Oh. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen... Hi again. Oh, those new they laughed at me. And they won't fun. Why didn't you...
Would you have lived?
Of course. Okay. Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been... The window's all boarded up. Is that an old... The window's up. Is that an old toothbrush? I remember when these torches lit. It says, so sad. It's hopeless. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It's a dried up old sea sponge. It's good for relieving stress. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. Warning: the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for Museum of Pirate Lore. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions...
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney. There's some very tiny... The display case is locked. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marlowe.
What?
The recipient was referred to only as...
It's me!
It was a really touching letter.
What did it say?
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word.
Thanks a lot. That is a really big parrot. What do you feed it?
Thieves.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the autographed by Francis Drake.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a...
the water damage is actually from the swamp on Skip.
Unlikely. The prison in question is...
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks.
What's the significance?
That belonged to the infamous Peg. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it. And sadly, that's the...
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge... I got it from a collector on...
Those are my own crimes. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question.
Never mind. What's this melted...
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some... It was found in the Melee jail many years ago. After an incident where, like...
Hey, I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my... Not my greatest decision.
That's a pretty wild...
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are. But it just doesn't quite square with the official record.
Substantiate?
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and...
Not yours.
No, of course not.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's...
That's not the way...
You should think about hiring a researcher.
Oh, I did.
How on earth...
Oh, yeah. That was found, tucked inside of a book. It's the actual note, left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he
I know! The Lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island. Not that she needed it, as it...
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a...
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in...
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits.
That's not what I'm trying...
That's okay. You don't need to say anything.
Fine. It's cracker mix. Some assembly required. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Are you named after Guybrush?
I get...
Nice.
I'm going to find the...
Oh, that's... If you need a place to display it, I know...
Your museum.
Thanks. I'm nuts about...
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a...
I am part...
Exact.
Are any of these things...
The security parrot isn't just here to look. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale.
Do you have maps of the...
No, that's not really what we do.
Tell me about that...
The pirate... We publish pirate news, pirate story, all things pirate.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having...
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try...
That's charming and creepy.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the...
Touché. I'll have a look.
Please do.
Actually, I think... What can you tell me about...
It belonged to Captain John Laney. Supposedly, it had voodoo. I tried it on, though.
Is this a left hook or...
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate. Supposedly, he was also... He used to live right...
Purple flowers. These must be lavender. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous... A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot... I'm hopelessly lost without a map. Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmat.
Prepare to taste my blade.
Anything but...
Look.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never...
Who says I...
Oh, sorry, I just assumed.
It is. But there's room for... I heard from your... She's coming by to talk about skirt. I assume you're involved with...
I've got...
Of course. If it isn't about the Scurvy Project...
I'm looking...
Good for you.
Elaine says...
Not the legislative part. The town was in a bind a while back, and that... She lent us the cash we needed, but now things like social programs, waste mat...
I like that woman less every minute.
You and...
Well, the mansion hasn't... Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are...
They're my books now, as you...
I don't really have anything to say.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. I like your stuffed, Guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earth.
It's a lot of work being governor. It's soft and extra fuzzy. I don't really have anything to say.
Practice is... Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. The blurb says it's... Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve. You never brought back the... I had to buy another... You never even...
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You...
Can I borrow a book?
You never...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but I need more than...
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought... You never...
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Does not include... I've always thought this looked like my old ship.